Hello my Linyas, this is Teacher Jelina, and today we are going to discuss the topic context clues. This video tutorial is based on your learning activity sheet in English 8 Quarter 1 Week 1. Our learning target for this session is note implicit signals used by the writer to indicate coherence. Before the lesson, let's have some warm-up questions. I have here two poems wherein you have to guess who the person being described is. Let's read the first one. I'll tell you about the career that I chose. It definitely keeps me on my toes. I've been practicing since a very young age. Now I travel around and perform on the stage. I'm graceful and pretty, but I'm also real strong. My body is thin and my legs are quite long. I often wear pink and love satin and lace. Watch me twirl, fleet, and flatter all over the place. Who am I? What do you think is the answer? Great! The answer is a ballerina. Another one? A lot of kids think that they want to be me. Danger's my best friend and my enemy. When I'm summoned to duty, I'm often alarmed. Still, I help lots of people stay safe and unharmed. I wear a cool hat and a raincoat and boots, which I'd rather wear than soft stuffy old suits. My truck makes loud noises when I drive down the streets. It's a lot of fun but still take lots of heat. Who am I? What do you think is the answer? Correct. The answer is a fireman. Context clues are pieces of information a reader can get from reading that help show what a word or group of words mean. They are words that say, "Stop! Don't touch that dictionary. The definition of word you don't know is right here in the text." We have 5 common types of context clues that can be of great help for you to define the unfamiliar word or words you encounter in a sentence. These types will make you feel free from using dictionaries and other tools just to find out the meaning of the words that you are not familiar with. The first one is definition. The unknown word is explained by using a more familiar word or phrase. For example, we all know that entomology is the study of insects. Notice that the italicized word is explained by giving its definition in underlined phrase, meaning to say, the word entomology means study of insects. The next one is restatement or synonym. The meaning is usually right after the unfamiliar word and often separated from the rest of the sentence with commas, dashes, or parentheses. Sometimes, that is, or in other words are used. Read this sentence. Meat eater, that is carnivore, is on the top of the food chain. The italicized word is restated using the underlined word, meaning to say, the word carnivore means meat eater. The third type of context clue is comparison. The unfamiliar word is shown to be the same as or like another word. To, like, as, similar to, or in the same way may be used to signal the comparison. In this sentence, my brother is enthralled by the birds similar to the way that I am involved by the insects. The italicized word is defined by the underlined one by using signal words similar to. So, the other term for enthralled is involved. The second to the last type is contrast or antonym. The unfamiliar word is shown to be different from or unlike another word and is often an opposite. The words but, however, although, otherwise, unless, instead, on the contrary, on the other hand, while, never, no, or not may be used to signal contrast. He was a lively conversationalist, but she was reserved and taciturn. The contrasting word of the italicized one is the underlined phrase. So, the antonym of the word taciturn is lively conversationalist. We can now figure out that the meaning of taciturn is silent. Last but not the least is example. The unfamiliar word is cleared up by giving an example. For instance, such as, and for example may be used as signals. Let's look at this sentence. The relics, for instance, the nails and woods of Jesus' cross, were brought to the church. Those underlined word and phrase serve as example in order to define the italicized word. Meaning to say, when we say relics, they are objects venerated because of association with the saint or martyr. Let's now generalize what we have learned in our discussion for today. First one, what are context clues? They are pieces of information a reader can get from reading that help show what a word or group of words means because the meaning of it is right into the text. Second question, what are the types of context clues? First one is definition. The unknown word is explained by using a more familiar word or phrase. Second one is restatement or synonym. The meaning is usually right after the unfamiliar word and often separated from the rest of the sentence with commas, dashes, or parentheses. Third one is comparison. The unfamiliar word is shown to be the same as or like another word. Fourth one is contrast or antonym. The unfamiliar word is shown to be different from or unlike another word and is often an opposite. And then the last one is example. The unfamiliar word is cleared up by giving an example. At this point, turn your activity sheet to enrichment part. Be reminded of the general direction. Do not write anything on this activity sheet. Write your answer on a separate long bond paper. For your enrichment activity number 1, identify the type of context clue used in the following sentences. Write D if it uses definition, RS for the statement or synonym, C for comparison, CA for contrast or antonym, and E for example. For enrichment activity number 2, rewrite the following sentences on your answer sheet. Then, box the unfamiliar word used in the sentence and underline its meaning. For your enrichment activity number 3, construct a sentence using a given pair of words or phrases. Then, identify the type of context clue used. Follow the given format below. Write your answer at the spaces provided. And for your wrap-up activity, answer these questions briefly but substantially. I hope you learned something today. If you have questions or clarifications regarding the topic we discussed, feel free to contact your subject teacher through text, call, or post your question in your official Facebook group or page. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.